Ooh, man. Now, this episode, I'm very excited. I upgraded my equipment, man. This guest has been on from the first episode and episode number 12. He is also the person. He is also somebody I met through my first art show. A lot of people know him as Chris Geebus.
How's it going? Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, I always love having you back.
Appreciate it. Love being here.
Yeah, man.
It's the podcast I watch the most. So
thank you, dude. Yeah, man. I just hope it's been interesting.
oh, absolutely. And it gets better every time too. Watching the growth has been epic.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Especially seeing you get comfortable in it. And absolutely,
dude. It has been a ride, bro. Yeah. To tell you the truth, I really didn't even think it was gonna go this far or where it has.
Right.
Yeah. So it's definitely been amazing. Grateful to meet people like yourself, man. Dude, it's been fun. Dude,
that's the big part right there. Loving what you do. People don't. They always get it confused. They think, if you're doing what you love, you're not working. But the truth is, you work twice as hard. But the payoff is, and the way you feel about it is what makes it so worth it,
Yeah, and that's the thing too, bro. I don't know if people think I make it look easy, but it hasn't, bro.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
From the beginning till now, it has not been easy, bro. It has been easy because people like you, Vic, Dre, I could go on, but because of you guys, people see you guys on here and they're like, oh, okay, if Chris does it, he's legit, he seems cool.
No,
I'll go
sure.
on, so yeah, man, because of you guys, it has been easier, so
right. No,
yeah,
I'm glad I can help for sure.
yeah, man. Dude, and I mean, obviously the last time you've been on here was the candy episode, but dude, I was tripping so hard, bro. We should have podcast that day, but at the same time, I didn't really have the equipment I have now.
No, for sure.
And every time somebody like you or somebody I appreciate comes through, bro, I definitely want the content to be really good.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, because my content has come a long way, bro, for real. And I think the audio was one of the ones that I really need to improve on. That's just my opinion,
No, I can understand that. Better audio is always that it just kicks everything up that notch. Even just seeming more, being more professional, and taking it to that. And people, when they hear that or can see those little changes, that makes a big factor too, because they know that, okay, well, it's not just somebody doing something random for a hobby,
Yeah. And like the video, that can come and go. There's times where I watch videos and the video quality looks crappy, but the audio, I can hear it clearly, so that kind of makes me stay usually.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because especially with that too, because with podcasts, a lot of times I'll be working on art or whatever while I'm listening to them too. So being able to be just the listening factor is a big side of it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, we got quite a bit to talk about. I mean, if you got, depending on what you got to say about it, but man, what you been on, man?
It's been crazy because the last year I pretty much all of 2022 I was out at the restaurant, so I didn't get to do.
And for people who don't know, it's Captain Jack and Hanson's.
Yep, Captain Jack Hanson's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Yep, out in Beloit. But yeah, I mean, we've been out there trying to adjust everything and find what the people like out there, and it's definitely a different world out in Beloit for sure. Than
I know. I mean, when I went, it was definitely cool, but it just seemed a little different because of the age.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, where we're located at, we're technically in the township, so we're right next to where all of the big growth is happening. Oh. But at the same time, we're in that still neighborhood area. So it happens to also be that neighborhood area is all the people that don't, they're all in their 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
They don't like that Beloit's growing and growing in the direction that it's growing. So we've had a little bit of a battle, the back and forth between the growth of the city and the old neighborhood and that kind of clash that they're going through. We were kind of stuck in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So finding the age group we were looking for and the appropriate audience that we were looking for has been a bit of a struggle, a bit of a back and forth for sure.
And does anybody like go to your restaurant and be like, "Hey, I don't like what you're doing with
Oh
the
yeah.
music stuff"?
Oh, with music and with the food. I literally
Really?
had them come up to me and tell me they would rather get cheap food because it's a local neighborhood bar. And I'm like, well, you don't have to order the steaks. Like we have our burgers are too good.
Yeah.
And they literally told me, "Oh, your burgers are too good. They're too gourmet."
What?
I've never.
That's crazy.
I
That's
didn't know.
crazy.
I didn't know what to say after that. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
What can you say really?
yeah, I'm like,
without pissing them off.
yeah.
Like,
It's a good burger, and
The Captain Burger, I recommend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one Marcus and I made up. So yeah, I
Yeah.
like that one myself.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
But it's because the burgers are thick, and with our burgers they all come with fries and everything, and they end up being about $15. And people get mad about it, and I'm like, bro, anymore McDonald's for a meal is $12, $13, and you're getting a frozen thin patty. Like ours are half-pound patties, and you
No,
get
thick.
fries. Like
Thick.
so. It definitely we've taken everybody. Everybody's grown accustomed to our burgers, and now they come in, they like the food. We've dialed back how much of the higher end food we do now. We kind of do special nights and stuff with it. So we're not doing steaks every night anymore, but we still do our different special nights. And where we bring in different more higher end food in for those types of things. But we've kind of won everybody over with the burger thing, so we've been really pushing that pretty well. So
Yeah, and if you don't mind me asking, man, how has it managing a restaurant?
uh,
Because
I don't know prior to the pandemic what it was like, but because this was the first time I'd been in this venture, but if people that had to deal with the things that we've been dealing with since the pandemic, if all of these were regular issues before, I don't know how people can do it. Like it's insane. We have to change our recipes sometimes because stuff doesn't get shipped in.
oh, really?
Yeah, we have to go to different, to keep our stuff fresh because we do everything fresh. I mean, we got to go to. There's times where we have to run to like a farmer's market, or saying a local thing just to pick up something small to get by, because our people that bring in our stuff, our distributors, they don't have a truck driver, or the supply isn't in, and it's just because it's broken supply chains, low people not working, things like that. There's certain markets where even us keeping staff on has been a challenge.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy because even my mom, she works at a dollar store, and even she tells me, bro, like there's hardly stuff in there because they don't have no drivers.
Yeah.
No supplies are coming in because no drivers. Sometimes like there's no workers at the dollar store, dude. I'm man, that's crazy. And I wouldn't think that kind of affects you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought like if you're in a like Walgreens, any restaurant, like you guys get the supplies regardless. So that's crazy.
Well, and I knew it was a big concern when one day I pulled up to like it was Wendy's or Taco Bell or something like that, and on their window they had a big old sticker, currently due to issues, certain things might be different. I'm like, oh well, if these guys are having trouble, obviously it's everywhere. It's not just the small guy,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, outside of those factors, I mean, it's been pretty amazing. I mean, it realistically, outside of dealing with the supply issues and things like that, it's not overly complicated. The hardest thing is just trying to stay on top of what the people like and what the people want.
Yeah.
But as far as like dealing with everybody, I thought it would definitely be a lot harder with the people because.
Wait, the customers?
The customers,
okay,
yeah. As I'm a people person, but I'm not a people person.
No, I'm not saying I'm not a people person.
I get along with people great, but in mass and big groups of people and stuff like that, I have a little bit harder time, especially when it's people that are very hard-headed.
Okay, yeah. No, I know what you're. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I have a hard time with that, but it hasn't been as bad out there. I thought for sure, being a small area, I was going to have a bigger struggle with that factor, being a smaller town. But luckily, it hasn't been terrible.
Okay.
But they kind of let us do our thing, and definitely they're not the neighborhood's not necessarily happy with the types of music and stuff that we're doing out there, but I didn't expect them to be in the age group that they're in, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it hasn't so far luckily caused any issues.
Yeah, and that's something else I want to get into, dude. You've been having, well, there has been shows at the restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've done a few of them. We do them here and there. We're not making it too regular because we only stay open till 11. We're
Yeah.
not necessarily trying to turn it into an all night venue or anything like that. Maybe a little bit down the road when we can finally get our deck and everything put in, we'll expand that. But as of right now, between workers and the neighborhood, it's just better for us to stay closed at 11.
Okay.
So we have been having some shows out there, and they've been great turnouts and everything. But it is I can understand why some people are a little hesitant. But I personally, at my age now, though, I like for my show to be over by like midnight.
Okay.
I
Yeah, yeah.
I could be like, hey, I could still go get a drink or go out to eat still or whatever after the show is compared to when I was younger, we'd party till 2. It's just somebody's after party after that. We go back to the house, and I'm not really trying to be out till 5 in the morning anymore. I mean, I still end up out till 5 in the morning all the time, but I'm not trying to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. What's it called? Now, well, because the thing is, I know you had one of the shows, Hooligans, right?
Yeah, we had a hooligan show out there, and then
What's that sound radio? Well, that's how I know him by.
huh?
What's that sound radio?
Yeah, what's that song?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. Like the what's that sound radio? Like, did you guys know each other, or did he just come to you from seeing the Dre scroll?
Our cook is his baby mama's mom,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
And then I already knew a bunch of the people that he wanted to put on the show.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
from so
Yeah.
that kind of worked. They kind of worked that out between the cook, and we got a new general manager up there, which has allowed me to step away and do some art, which has been awesome.
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah.
And they put that together.
Yeah.
They were hitting me up a couple times, be like, what do we need for this, or but they did a great job of putting that one together, and that show turned out really good. I was really happy with it. So
Oh, sweet. Um, what's it called? Yeah, dude. So how has it been not being able to do art? Because there has been times where me doing all this video editing, trying to come up with clothing designs. I really haven't had that much time to draw. Even though the clothing designs, bro, like I use what I already made because
Right.
I have drawings stacked up. It's just I don't know what fits into a shirt, all that shit.
no, absolutely.
So the drawing, like the paintings, all that, I really haven't had time until of recently. Of recently.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't. It was driving me crazy. Like when we first opened up, we started out having a couple live art nights out there, but again, it just wasn't the time or wasn't the draw quite yet. We're probably gonna end up bringing it back because we're kind of getting that crowd a little bit more now. But
Oh, sweet.
aside from those couple of art nights, live art nights that we did out there, I didn't do anything all year, and it was really starting to get to me.
The
And so that's why we ended up getting a new manager out there because it's just between Marcus and I, like he wasn't able to tattoo, I wasn't able to
really?
do art. Like it was just, I mean, all the creativity in us was being drained.
yeah, I could imagine.
So
Dude.
we were able to get somebody new in and bring in a new general manager, which freed us up to be able to he was able to get back to tattoos, and I was able to get back to some art stuff. So that's been a blessing because I've been busy since, doing nothing but art since I got back. So.
Yeah, same here, bro. I've been trying to, cause I show you now, bro. I had a gap of like not being able to draw, not doing commissions neither. So when I finally got back into like wanting to really paint, it was hard to really find commissions because
Oh, yeah.
it's been a minute since they asked, and then I kind of just forgot because I was.
And in the art world, if you don't stay relevant, people don't. And it's not even meant to be an anti thing against you. Like it's not like, oh, I don't like your art or anything. It's just like when people are looking for art, usually the first person they think of is the first one they go to. They don't usually search out artists the way that they will like music or things like that, or their new car or whatever. There's who's the first artist I can think of, or who's the first artist somebody mentions on my thing. So staying relevant in the art scene is dire to getting your commissions because somebody right next to you, if your name isn't relevant or hasn't been heard in a while, they'll skip right over you to get the next person for the commission for sure.
Yeah, dude. I feel like yeah, I definitely feel that, man. I definitely feel like my space not painting, bro. I feel like I came. I forget. I felt like people forgot I was the spray can man, and I feel like they seen me more as just a podcaster.
Right.
Cause I don't know if you know, bro. I don't know if we talked about it, but yeah, bro. People keep thinking I'm just a podcaster
Oh,
until they come here and they're like, "Oh, you're the spray can man." I'm like, "Yeah," you know. So
yep.
I'm like, "Fuck, bro. I really need to. I want to balance it, but it's hard, bro.
Hmm.
It's very hard, man."
Especially when they start recognizing you for one thing.
Yeah, dude, and it's kind of hard to like change that.
Yep.
Yeah, very hard, man. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I also wanted to ask, bro, when you got back into the drawing, did you feel rusty?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Dude.
yeah. I've got like 4 paintings that are just like thrown over to the side because I
Yeah.
was just like, that's bad. Like,
No, bro, I feel you, bro. I definitely, when I started to just draw a little bit more, I realized like, damn, bro, I'm a little rusty. So I went back on my iPad, and that really helped. The iPad really helps, bro.
oh, yeah.
You don't waste supplies. You don't waste paper.
Yep. And you can just scribble away like
Scribble.
until you finally get that thing that your idea to pop into your head that, yeah, no, I it's like my right arm now. I was extremely hesitant to use it for the longest time just because I'm so traditional art style, you know, and I was like, man, I don't know if it'll translate well. I don't know how I feel about it because there's a lot of artists out there that not to take away from anybody being an artist, but there's different levels to the types of art that people use. Like to me, it's hard. Again, I don't want to say somebody's not an artist, but if all you do is trace pictures on iPad, that's not the same thing that we do. You know, it's I'm not taking somebody else's art, drawing over it, and calling it my own, or I'm not taking photographs and drawing over it. You know, not to say that I don't use references because I do, but there's a big difference between taking a Disney picture, putting it on my iPad, drawing this. You know, like you didn't really draw that. You traced it and you did some cool, fun stuff to it, so it's still artistic, but it's not the same thing as drawing it yourself. You know.
Yeah. But what? How do you feel about tracing to practice?
Oh, absolutely. That's how I started. Like, I'm not against it by any means. It's just, it gets to be a point to me where when people do that and then try to claim it as their own,
Oh, yeah.
that it becomes an issue for
Yeah,
me.
that's definitely a no.
But yeah, that's actually how I started when I was like 6 or 7. Wanted to be a comic book artist.
Yeah.
So I'd sit down with my comic books and buy so much tracing paper and just draw, every page, in the comic book from front to back, starting with the cover and,
Yeah, that's what I used to do too, bro. Growing up, I would see my cousin tattoo, and then I told him, "How do you draw?" Then he told me trace, and then from tracing, you'll learn. And like little by little, bro, I would trace, erase certain spots,
Yep.
and then draw parts of my own. And then eventually, I just dropped the fucking tracing.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Because once I have a reference, if it's easy, I could do it. All I gotta do is just look.
Yep. The only thing that I missed by tracing was certain small fundamental techniques that you won't know unless somebody teaches you. You know.
Yeah. It's
And for the longest time when I was younger, I was extremely hesitant to have anybody teach me, just because I didn't want their style to affect my own style.
true. Yeah.
But then as I got older, I was like, oh, well, they're not trying to give me their style. They're just showing me different techniques of how to use this tool, not tell me how to draw.
Now, can you tell me, Chris, bro? You don't have to if you don't want to, but did you ever feel like your ego got in the way? Like, man, I could learn this, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in like my 20s, 30s area. Like, oh, yeah. I noticed there's this weird like growth factor because I like to study generationally. So like everything I see everybody doing now, you can go back and it's already been done, just different, in a different technology level or in a different, everybody that's mad at, modern music. Our parents were mad at our music. Their parents were mad at their music. Their parents were mad at their music.
Yeah.
The same thing with video games. Video games are violent. When TV came out, TV was violent. When iPads came out, iPads, streaming internet. It's the same thing, just repeated over and over again.
Yeah, different circumstances
So, and
sometimes.
I noticed like in the 20s are the biggest ego generation time frame because, and I understand it. It's not even meant to be offensive. It's just
Yeah.
that's when you finally become your own adult.
Yeah.
So you think you have it figured out because you're on your own now. And then you kind of go through this like right around that area of the 30s where you're like, oh, I didn't have it all figured out in my 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you get that ego boost because now you think you do because I've learned through all of that. And then you hit like in the 40s area and there's this humbling phase where everybody's kind of like, all right, I'm getting older and you know what? I didn't have shit figured out yet. And they kind of go back to almost this childish phase,
I feel that.
which is where like the midlife crisis and shit like that comes in, and people go out and buy an expensive ass car or do the things that they didn't do when they were in their 20s, because they're afraid to miss out on it now. And so definitely in my 20s and 30s, my ego it would get in the way a lot. I would refuse to work with certain people just because I wouldn't even say better, just I didn't want their influence to influence me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I felt like I had it figured out for myself. So there were certain people I didn't want to work with because I didn't want that to affect what I was trying to do. And in hindsight, I wish I would have because there was a lot I could have learned from these people.
Yeah, yeah. No, same here, bro. Shit. Uh, but me, I felt like I was a little younger. Like I just felt like I was the shit, bro. Cause for me, I would rarely know artists when I was young. It was only when in high school that's when I met like like artistic people. Like,
Okay, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I feel like I went through that ego thing really young, and then my what mid 20s, like 24, 25, bro. That's when I was like, bro, I don't know shit. I don't know shit, bro. Like, yeah, So that's why you always see me how I am, like always humble, quiet. Well, I try to be humble.
Oh, absolutely.
Bro. I don't know if anybody knows this, bro, or you know this, Chris, but like trying to be humble sucks. It bites you in the ass. It doesn't really pay off, but people knowing you as this really nice guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And it goes along with too, like it's better off just to not say anything than to say something negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, it'll bite you in the ass too, because people will take that for weakness.
Or
And be like, well, that person's not serious about what they're doing because they're not passionate enough about it, or they're not. Like, no, I'm just not gonna overreact to everything or cause a big scene out of everything. Like I don't have to jump up and boast, and I don't have to, put other people down to build myself up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause I'm not. I'm talking about like in life general too. Like in generally life as well. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm saying it all fucked up. But yeah, dude. I don't want to get into too much of that, but let's talk about the collab project you're working on. If
Oh,
you're cool with
absolutely,
that. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, no, I just my list is almost finalized. I'm waiting for a couple of artists to get back to me and I'm gonna announce the list of everybody. But I got some amazing people on board. Obviously, yourself is on board.
Thank you. And
But
dude, I'm very honored to even be a part of that 23, right?
yep,
Bro, and I feel like you know way more people than 23, bro.
but yeah, no, it's been hard. It's been hard, but like this one, I figure if this one goes well, I can do another one with some of the other artists. Because when I was getting to the end of the list, I had a bunch of people in mind, and I got to the end of the list, and I was like, oh man, like I didn't even hit some of the people that I had wanted to yet. So it's definitely
May I ask what kind of fucking mediums are you working with?
Um, Everything from digital to photography
Oh,
to
okay.
canvas painting to yeah. So it's gonna have a little bit of a lot of stuff in it. So which I'm really excited for. So and one of the people hit me up the other day, and he's got a really cool idea. I forgot what type of. We're not even gonna do it on regular canvas, but he's got this really cool like
Wood.
it's not wood. It's almost like countertop.
Oh, marble.
So yeah, but it's not marble.
Oh, okay.
But it is it's like a stone slab. So
Okay, sweet. Wait, carving or painting on?
painting it.
Oh, okay, okay. That's
I
dope.
think
Yeah.
like he might carve on it. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Like for me, bro, like canvases are cool, but like they're kind of played out, man. I like it when somebody can, even on cardboard, as long as that motherfucker looks dope, bro. That
Yeah,
cardboard doesn't even matter, bro. The service don't matter.
yeah, no, absolutely. And that's one of the things I wanted to do because with the whole concept of the collab show, which I'm probably gonna call it 23andMe because that's just funny to me because of the whole ancestry.com 23andMe. I don't know, it's just funny,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
uh, the whole concept behind it is and normally as an artist I don't like it when people come to me with this idea of being like just do whatever, but that's kind of what I'm doing to everybody. But it's the background, just give me whatever background, and then because what I want to do is I want just whatever mood you're in, whatever you're feeling at that moment, be it whether it's me that's inspiring you, whether it's a song that's inspiring you, whether you're just in a bad mood that day and need to get it out. I want to be able to feel off of not be told, but just see the painting, and then off of that feeling, do whatever it is that I feel.
Mm.
So, and that's what to me is going to make it the most interesting. So, whatever it is that I get from the first half of everybody is going to be the basis of what I don't have anything in mind yet
Yeah,
for
yeah.
what I'm going to put down. I don't have 23 pictures in my head or a bunch of things laid out or anything because I until I see them I can't
Think of anything.
know
Yeah.
what it's going to be. But all of the different styles, all of the different mediums, all of the different, ways and textures that people use and do with their artwork is what I'm most excited for. I
Dude,
definitely didn't want it to be like all canvases because, that, like, I feel the same way. Like, that would have been kind of boring.
okay, yeah. Now, dude, yeah, and I want to talk about this because, dude, I didn't even know what I wanted to do when you came the first time with for the candy video. You dropped off the canvas. Since then, till like at least Monday, that's when I finally got the idea.
Yep.
And at least every day, every other day, I kept looking at the canvas. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck am I gonna do, bro? Because I do at the same time, I can't come wait, bro. Because again, that the thought of bro, I'm being one of the 23, bro. I cannot just be like, I'm gonna just throw it.
Right.
Nah, bro. I thought of something, bro. I slept on it, thought about it, and it finally came to me, man.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm excited. We got some really awesome people involved in it, and yeah, I can't wait to announce the list. I'm gonna hold off till I got everybody secured before I put the names out there and everything. But yeah, no, it's a lot of really good artists, and some most of them are Rockford. I got one out in Chicago that was originally from Rockford. I just talked with him last night, and he signed on, so I'm really excited for that
Ooh,
one as
sweet.
well too. But yeah, it's all pretty much local artists or previously were local artists here.
Oh,
So
okay, sweet. Yeah, yeah, man. Is there a medium you're kind of or like when like a style you kind of are not hoping for? Cause me realism, like I'm not a realism guy, bro. So it will always be hard for me to do realism.
no, I completely understand that. There isn't one that I'm not hoping for, but there's definitely that's one of the reasons why I started coming to everybody so early. It being that big. 'Cause some people I'll give it to them and be like, oh, I got all year to do this. I'm like, well, yeah, but no, at the same time
Yeah.
because I've got to have the time. I didn't want anybody to have to rush it, and then I still got to have the time to to do the swap and to do the other half of it as well. So I definitely wanted to let everybody go ahead and have the time to do if they were going to do realism and stuff like that. So there wasn't any particular style I was not looking for.
But some styles take
The
forever, dude.
some of the stuff I'm wearing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm a little worried about certain things. Like I don't deal with oil paints a whole lot,
Yeah.
and one of the people I do have on it is an oil painter. So I'm a little nervous for that one, because I don't mess with oils a whole lot. So
Would it still be okay if you put paint on top of that, or?
yeah. I mean, even if I had to get other oil paints, I would use oil if I
Oh,
had to. Um, but it takes oil forever to dry, so hopefully it'll
yeah,
be dry.
yeah. I don't work with oil because, bro, even paint, bro. Like acrylic is the basic one I know.
Yeah.
And even that I'm still learning. And dude, there's still like water, pastel
Yep.
based, oil, and they're all different.
Oh yeah.
They all react different to some surfaces. Other paints,
Yep.
dude, and yeah, bro. So I just stick to and the acrylic I use is, bro, is markers. I don't use the brushes too much, bro, because I don't know what's the fine line, what's the spread, which one's the shade.
Right.
I just,
Yeah, it takes a little while. Yes, I honestly, for as long as I've been painting, I used to only paint with like 3 brushes, and it's only been more recent that I've started expanding my brush types for more specific things. But I was able to do everything I wanted to do with these 3 brushes, so I didn't really bother to learn any other ones.
yeah, yeah.
So, but recently I've upped my brush game just a little bit. I went from the super cheap ones to the mid range ones now.
Oh, sure.
So, uh, with that, I just said, well, if I'm going to spend a little bit more on brushes, I'm going to try to figure some of these out. But haven't got up to the $7 a piece brushes or anything yet. It's still the $12 or $13 packs. But
Nah, bro. Yeah, I go on Amazon and find the cheapest one. The value,
right, yeah,
the mini brushes, bro. Cause dude, since I really don't use them, sometimes I'll let them dry, bro, and I be forgetting. So, not a brush person.
I've got so many brushes that are just trash brushes now because I have a really bad habit of when I'm done painting, I hate doing cleanup. Like
Oh, bro. Okay, good.
I'll
Me
be like, man,
too.
I'm done. I'll get this later. I'll get this tomorrow. 4 or 5 days go by, all the water's evaporated out the cup, and all my brushes have a bend in them.
Bro, oh my god, bro, I'm so glad, bro. Look, I thought I was the only person. Like, literally, I just cleaned up before you came. Bro, like, yeah, man. When I use a brush or acrylic with the markers, like when I'm doing really good, bro, and I don't want to keep like I want to fuck up. I keep going, being tired. I'll just leave everything as is, bro,
Yep.
and go to sleep because I mean, my shit's right there. So
And I work the best. I have this bad habit of it's. I guess it's really just is procrastinating, but
same
if
here.
all of my stuff is out and I can just walk up to it and pick up my paints or my brush or my marker or whatever and start working on it, I'll do that every time, all the time, and get so much done. But if I have to spend a half hour to get everything out, to set everything up, to you know what I mean, just
Oh
to get
yeah,
started,
yeah,
sometimes I just won't.
yeah. No, same
I'll be
here,
like, you know what, I'll do that later.
dude. Like I've now just instead of forcing it, bro, I just let it come. 'Cause I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to fuck up, man. I'm definitely trying to be more like better. I have a lot of catching up to do. I still feel like a lot, man.
I know your art's come a long way too. Your painting and stuff, because I've been looking at that as well, dude. They've been getting wicked.
Yeah,
I
thank
noticed
you.
your blending and everything has stepped up a lot.
Yeah, I just gotta find sizing, bro. Uh, yeah, cause with the pad, bro. So with the pad, I shit you not, bro. I'll be working on the pad, and then I'll do a canvas, and on the canvas, I'll be like, dude.
Yep, I've done that a couple times too.
Yeah, it's just,
Or I'll do that with my phone now too. Like I'll be like, wait,
dude, and it's just I don't know, man. I still have a lot to work on, but I appreciate it. The coloring though, I shoot not is because I'm running out of my prime colors. So I'm using all these weird pinks, greens, oranges, and I shit you not, bro. After interviewing Brett Whitaker, the one that does the murals, bro, and I was just like, bro, like his colors are so like he sees colors different, bro, and I see them as is, bro, and I really don't pack too much color. You know, so
Right.
but he does, bro, and his shit's different, bro. So I was like, man, I don't know. That just motivated me that day. I was like, use more color, bro. Fuck it, you know.
No, I can understand that completely. Yeah, no, his color, even though because he's colorblind, uh, I don't know if it's almost like it gives him a superpower instead of a hindrance
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
way that he can see colors differently has turned out to be a benefit to him, and it's made it and to everyone else because the way he is able to expand his colors and use them the way he uses them is really awesome.
Dude, and you know, like the paintings you see, you know, those are mostly made out of like window frames.
No.
Yeah, bro. Like he like he'll make like the frame of the window, get the glass dimension, whatever, and then he'll paint on that. But like before, he used to pick up, you know, how people throw away their window frames
Mm.
around Chicago. He would just pick those up, or anywhere he would go, and just pick those up and just paint on those and sell those. But generally,
Nice.
yeah, dude. So yeah, check him out, man. He's very, very
Yeah,
creative,
he
man.
just won the art award.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah. Congrats, Brad.
Yep, congrats.
Yeah, yeah. I got okay. So this is something I want to talk about too, since the nominations got brought up. Uh, yeah, bro. I got nominated. I didn't go, bro.
No,
Nah, bro.
well, congratulations on the nomination too, by the way.
Oh, thank you, bro. But to tell you the truth, bro, I feel like I didn't deserve it.
No,
Nah, bro. I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do. Again, you know, like I feel like, bro, like there's so many talented people out there, bro. I feel like me this year, not right now. Bro, Brad's been doing his shit for like 20 years, and he just got nominated
yeah.
this
Oh
year.
yeah, no, he definitely deserved it. Like he's
Yeah,
gotten so many murals around. For him to like not got it would have been strange.
yeah, yeah. You know, so
Like he's definitely given the city the most art over the course of the last year.
yeah, so yeah, dude. I don't know. I just guess I just didn't want to go, bro, because I didn't have the cash to go. You know,
No, I can understand that too.
especially
Yeah,
if I feel like
I was nominated 2 years ago, and I didn't end up going for the same reason that I wanted to. I watched it. Not only that, we were still in the midst of the pandemic and everything when it happened, and
oh yeah, because it would have been 21 or 2020.
I want to say it was 21.
Okay.
Yeah, that I got nominated. Yeah,
And have you got nominated since, or
no,
no?
no, but I can understand too because it was after that. I got into. I stopped doing so many shows. I ended up doing the restaurant, and then I was doing that for a whole year and didn't really contribute anything. So I could definitely. It would have been weird for me to have been nominated, especially this year, because I just got back on the scene. Like I didn't do anything for 2022 really.
Dude, and that's how I
So
feel, bro. Like, cause don't get me wrong. I mean, I'll throw my name when whatever I can if there's no big fee at a show. But like, I really haven't even done that many shows, bro. Literally, the shows you invited me to, Vic, Dre, and there are only a couple, you know. Like,
right,
those are the only ones I really been to. So I can't really. I feel like I didn't do much, you know.
right.
But I do appreciate everybody who did nominate me, you know.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that really meant a lot. But again, I felt like I just didn't deserve it, man.
Yeah. No, and that's kind of like the year I was nominated, China Cat won,
Oh, dude,
and she's awesome.
bro, I swear, bro, I love her art, bro.
Yeah, no, she's amazing, amazing, and I was happy to be nominated. That was awesome, but that's kind of where I felt like I needed to be at, like being great to be nominated, like especially with the people that I was in the nomination with. I was like, wow, like I shouldn't be with these guys. Like these
Dude,
guys.
me too, bro. Shit, like, where am I gonna like, really go? Like, for the categories, you know? Because again, I feel like I didn't do much for the one. Am I gonna? No. Yeah. I'll probably just cut that little part out, bro. Because I was gonna say, bro, like, what am I gonna get nominated for doing the most less?
Right.
You know, like, you know. So I just didn't want to go to do that, you know, especially if I don't got the cash, bro.
Right.
Ticket and all that.
The only thing that this last year it was awesome to see, but I just wish it was a little different because like all of like my favorite people and friends were all in the same category. You know, like a couple of them were in a few. I think you were in a different category. I don't remember which category were you in
For what?
for the nomination.
See, I don't even know
It
because
I don't remember which one was. I don't remember if you were in that because you might have been in the same one because it was like three or four of the people that I knew that were nominated were in, and so it was Vic, Kelvin, uh, and like two other people that were in this all in the same category. And I was like, oh man, like how do I root for somebody in that category? Can they split the award? Like,
yeah.
these are all my homies. Like, I don't want them to like not get this.
No, no. I think this is the first time for me, bro. Unless I did get nominated for something else, but yeah, I don't remember.
The categories are kind of weird too. I'm not sure exactly what
See,
where to put certain things to nominate. You know,
and yeah, bro. I didn't mean to like disrespect, but it's just like I just saw my name, like nominees, you know, and then they just listed the names. I didn't really see the category I was listed. I just seen my name. And
right?
just like, I don't know, dude. But that's the thing. Like, maybe not this year, but I'm still gonna be here until I'm not. You know.
Right.
So, you know, I feel like I'm just in the beginning, bro. Shit, you not. Even though it's been. I mean, I came out the pandemic, so I hope we don't get dark. I feel like we're going in a dark spiral, bro. But the Rick and Morty, Justin
Oh
Roiland,
man, that's fucking crazy.
and I don't know if you know, I'm a fan,
Yeah, no, I'm a
and
huge fan. Like,
and I thought you were also,
yeah,
dude, crazy, bro.
yeah, like, and that came so like out of nowhere. Like, I hadn't heard. I mean, and I don't pay attention to a whole lot of Hollywood crap, anyways. But like, I hadn't even heard rumors about nothing, or you know what I'm saying. Never heard like people pissed off for working with him, or
Dude,
for him to be that type of a dude. You know, I don't. It's crazy.
I'm an Adult Swim fan, so that's how I found out. Like, I follow one of their pages, and it said Justin Roiland would not be on Rick and Morty. I was like, what? And then went on YouTube, fucking, and all the allegations and all
Yeah.
that. I was like, bro. And then you look into it, bro, and there's a whole bunch of shit. I don't know. They're looking for replacements because they still want the show to keep going.
Yeah. They're just gonna recast him, which I'm like, that's gonna be weird.
Right.
Because he does the voice of both Rick and Morty.
But now in the day and age, bro, I feel like people are really good at like replicating or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Well, yeah, we're getting to the point now to where like
the AI shit, bro.
yes, a lot of my music fans
Dark
are and should be concerned because like David Guetta is about to release a song like it's gonna be a legit song and it's gonna be Eminem's voice, but it's not Eminem.
Wait, yeah, I seen something too, like like actors or artists. Some of them are kind of like sold their like voices
Yeah,
to AI or something.
yeah,
I may be tripping on
yeah. So they're gonna get paid, but you know what that's gonna do is it's gonna put all of the power and money for music back into the hands of the labels because they don't need you as an artist anymore.
it. Yeah, I know.
Now they can just make their own.
Would you do it? But like, you sign your rights, but like you get like a big payday. Would you do it?
If I was an already established artist that was like huge name, somebody that was iconic, then I absolutely would, because it's it's probably going to get used anyway, so I might as well get, like, be it
Mm.
through samples, be through whatever. People are probably going to use my voice in one way or another, if, being that iconic. Uh, Other than that, though, like, I don't think I could do it. Out of the just the sake of pure art and whatnot. Like, I'm just very against AI in the creative world. Like, AI should be saving the world, not competing with creativity in the world.
Yeah, bro. And that's something I don't think we talked about, bro. Like the what's it called? Those apps that
Oh,
use the
yeah.
paintings.
Yeah, I can't remember the names of them, but yeah,
Yeah,
the
dude.
the AI apps, like, fucking.
It does look cool and whatever, but the thing is, it if you look at the details, everything, some things are fucked up.
Well, what it's doing, and they're having issues now, and which I'm happy this issue has come up, because had this issue not come up, a lot of people wouldn't be aware. What AI is doing when it's making art is it's not creating its own art. It surfs the entire internet and grabs tiny pieces of billions of other people's art and mashes them together to create the art piece that you see.
Yeah, I seen that too.
So now, like, people's watermarks on their pictures that they have are starting to pop up in different people's,
Yeah.
like, or in different AI pictures, because it happened to grab that piece of the somebody else's picture that had the watermark in it.
Yeah, I know, dude. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah.
There was a good win on the literature side of things, because they're also using it, and people don't know this very much too. They're using it to write comic books and novels and stuff as well.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they luckily Supreme Court just made it to where they tried to copyright their first AI written comic book, and they luckily Supreme Court was like, you cannot copyright that,
Mm.
which I'm thankful for, because that's just one. I mean, Jesus, man, like, really, like, how many jobs is that gonna destroy? Like,
I know.
like,
Wait, that.
especially if you're just the people that can just type it in and let a program run are gonna make all of that money from that. There's no creative process. There's no, like, it's mind boggling to me.
On the other layer.
That's why it has been nice. I've been doing prints lately, because, off the iPad. So I've been doing limited. I actually got some limited edition prints out all over the place right now, which there's only 5 of them. Uh,
Dude, what would you rather do, bro? Would you rather do a digital design or a physical design?
it depends on what it's for.
Mm.
If I'm doing somebody's logo or something, or a flyer design or
Yeah.
something like that, I'd definitely rather do it digitally, because I'm going to transfer it to digital anyways, Uh, but otherwise, if it's like an interior thing, or, you know what I'm saying, like in the house, or something like that, I'd much rather do the physical thing than make a big digital wrap.
Mm. You done those
Uh,
reps?
yeah, we got one out at the bar that I did.
Oh shit, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I asked you have you guys painted that.
Yep.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah. Um, I was gonna ask though, but what if I came up to you? I was like, "Hey, Chris, I want you to do me a drawing of your art. Like, what would you rather prefer to do? Like, painting or digital? Oh,
Painting.
painting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather do painting, that, especially off of something like that.
Yeah, I rather do design because I don't want to waste the supplies.
No,
It's
see,
been.
like, I can't do, like, on the iPad, I can do, which is probably why I've done a lot of characters recently, and I can do the comic book style and a little bit of other stuff. I can't paint with it. I've seen some artists that use the digital, and they make it look like a painting.
Painting, yeah, bro. I'm like, what the
And
fuck?
I've tried doing a little bit of stuff like that with it, and I don't have the hang of it yet. So, like, I
Yeah,
definitely, if it's something that I have to do in realism,
Mhm.
I definitely have to do it physical.
Mine's straight up cartoons. Cartoon like designs or logos. Simple shit, bro. Yeah, I can't do no painting, bro. That shit. Do you buy the extra brushes though? Because that also helps as well.
Yeah,
You do?
yeah, yeah.
Wait, the painting brushes or like stamps too? I buy stamps.
No, I haven't gotten any stamps,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't mind to.
I know some of them are dope. If you find a good bundle, bro. Some more expensive. Tax them. The real cool ones are the graffiti ones too. The spray can ones. The brushes, pre-sales and shit. Yeah, bro.
Nice.
Um, dude, if you don't mind me asking, man, if you've seen, if not, that's fine. But the content, the other content besides the podcast, have you seen that? Like the
Uh,
food videos. Oh, and what did you think of the candy video?
oh, yeah, no, that was hilarious, man.
Dude, I hope you
That
don't mind
was-
me. I hope you didn't mind me doing that.
oh, not at all.
Okay,
No,
yeah, it was all in good fun.
no. Kane and I were cracking up when we were rolling.
I just used the best I like, cause the thing is, bro, I would love to put a 30-minute video, but the thing is, nowadays, 30-minute video is really hard to watch, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
for viewers and
absolutely.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, it's very much
fast
short
paced.
short attention span
Yeah.
thing. You know, if it lasts too long, you just lose interest. Like, and that's everybody nowadays. It's just how the media works. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, dude, yeah, I was glad I got Michael Mike check, bro. Cause Dana said to go down at the swap house. Shout out Dana, and he we were doing it as a store, and then Michael Mike check. So that was a special guest. That was dope.
Nice. Yeah, I think that was that right around his birthday. I think that was right around his birthday.
Was, it's just again the beginning. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to this collab piece with you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why when I hit you up and ask you about the size, because I'm setting all the canvases aside, so I have the different pieces, so that way they match the swap for everybody's stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a bigger size than usual. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely trying to go big. But man, big, you always need a bunch of supplies, bro. Fresh supplies.
No, I understand absolutely.
But man, Chris, definitely, yeah. Till next time, man. Stay safe and
Absolutely.
stay
Thank
tuned,
you.
bro.